and welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be talking about the 4 physical, independently published Black romance novels that I read 2023. So yeah, let's kick it off with a 2-book series. I believe these 2 are actually a reread for me. Honestly, I think the second book I did read in 2023, first read it in 2023. I'm not entirely sure because I read so many books that everything kind of gets lost in the shuffle sometimes. But yes, this is a 2-book series by author Alexandra Warren, and it is the Houston Skyhawk series. So the first book is Can't Catch Me. And I believe this one was published 2021. So this one was my reread physical book for 2023. And yes, this is book 1. It was published in 2021. Excuse the noise. I have neighbors that live above me and have no sense of decorum. But anyway, so yes, this is book 1, Can't Catch Me. It is 255 pages. This series is a sports romance series. And for the first book, the heroine's name is Brianna. The hero's name is Lance. This, so the trope for this book, I would say, is second chance romance, but also a friends to enemies, back to friends to lovers type of situation. It was very good, obviously. I love Alexandra's books. I've read every single one of her books, so that's saying a lot, in my opinion. Yeah, so that was book 1. Book 2 is called 2-Minute Warning. 2-Minute Warning is 266 pages. This one was published in 2022. I believe I didn't get around to reading it until the beginning of 2023. So the heroine's name is Shakira and the hero's name is Kendall. This I'm not entirely sure what I would categorize this trope wise. I don't know. They're newly meeting each other, so it's not like they already knew each other before the book started, like the first one. The first one, they were familiar, very much familiar. They were friends before, they became lovers. But this one, I don't know how I would categorize it, but I believe this definitely is my favorite out of the 2. I just love the way they came together. I guess I would almost say, I don't want to say it was a forbidden romance. It wasn't forbidden per se, but, they had some odds stacked against them. But, I love the way she wrote how they kind of, they came up against some odds, but they worked together like adults to work through them. So that was my first 2 selections, 2 of the 4, first 2 of the 4, the Skyhawks series. Love it. Check it out, please. Okay. Next we have my all-time favorite, my number 1 favorite Black independent romance author, Miss Christina C. Jones. I absolutely loved this bad boy right here. So this is a collection of novellas, WAWG Studio. So if you've read her catalog, which obviously I've read every single one of her books, you know what WAWG Studio means. So if you don't know, please get into her catalog, please, because she deserves. Behind the Scenes. Yes, Behind the Scenes is the original, and I'll put it up somewhere here on the screen so you can see what that looks like. You should definitely read that one first before you get into this. because it gives you the foundation. Before I even get into this, I want to preface this one by saying it was kind of a part. Oh no, that's not. See, I'm glad I'm re-recording this because that was not for Patreon. This was exclusively published. Gosh, I can't remember the name of the app that it was published on, but it's like a, you know what, give me a second because I'm gonna look it up because I think I still have it downloaded on here. Or did I delete it? I may have deleted that joint. So after a small deep dive into CCJ's Instagram, I finally found what I was looking for. The app is called Yonder. And through this app, it's like a coin system, kind of, I guess. You can either buy the coins or earn them through different tasks on the app, but using the coins unlocks each chapter of the story. I believe, I guess, depending on the author, they may make the first few chapters free for you to read, and then after that, you have to wait. I believe it's like a 24-hour period or whatever the author sets it to in order to read the next chapter. Some of these stories are already completed, so it's just a matter of waiting the 24 hours for it to be unlocked. Or like I said, you can use the coins you have, buy more coins, or earn them through different tasks in the app. As you can see, I only really downloaded this app to read Love on Set by Christina C. Jones, which is what she has it titled as on Yonder. So yeah, if you want to check out the app, I'll have a link down below for you guys to check out. It seems pretty homogenous, but there are a few Black authors on here. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled programming piece. Anyway, I can't find the app, but it was exclusively published on an app for authors. I don't think it was just romance authors. It may have been, may not have been. Anyway, but it was first exclusively published on that site, and now it is available, at least I know, to her Patreon members. I am a member of her Patreon. So we received this in one of our deliveries, I guess you could say. So I'm not entirely sure this is widely available, but if it is, I will link it down below for you to check out. But it is in a collection of novellas that's walking you through 3 different couples. They're all filming a TV show, a Black casted, Black run TV show, and each couple plays a part in the filming of the show. So let's see my notes on this one. So I would categorize this as a workplace romance for all 3 novellas, all 3 books in here. I would categorize as a workplace romance, but they all have their own feel to them. So the first novella is titled Between the Lines. The whole book is 359 pages. I do believe the genre is contemporary. So Between the Lines, your heroine is Elodie and your hero is Shaw, and this, I believe, is a second chance romance. The first book is a second chance romance. So that was book 1. Book 2 is Beneath the Fame, and your heroine is Vanessa. Your hero is Alec. I believe their trope is opposites attract, although it's mostly due to the perception of others outside of their situation. Yeah, I think you learn in that book that they're not so different, and they make a very, very good couple. So book 3 is called Beyond the Screen, and your heroine is Charlotte. Your hero is Nolan, and I believe definitely their trope is enemies to lovers. So in the first novella, the couple are actors. The second novella, the couple are actors in the TV show. And the third is looking at the showrunners, two of the showrunners. So please, if this is available, I will link it. Please check it out. It's very, very good. I think this is going to be my reread, one of my rereads for 2024 for sure. If you decide not to check out Yonder for whatever reason, to check out these stories, I would still recommend that you guys read Behind the Scenes. It is the prequel, I guess you could say, to these stories. Behind the Lines, or Love on Set, as it's named on Yonder, is like a spinoff to this book. So I would really recommend you guys read this one instead if you decide not to check out Yonder. And last but certainly not least, we have another one by Mrs. Jones, excuse me. It is a part of her Blackwood Billion series. This is book 1. So far, she only has this one book in the series. I believe this one is a contemporary as well, and it is called Hostile Takeover. I love, love, love this book cover. Excuse my fingerprints because I know they're on there. Hopefully you can see that. So this one is 394 pages, and your heroine is Nalani, and your hero is Orion. I have their trope down as enemies to lovers, but it is also a marriage of convenience. I think it's more a marriage of convenience than it is an enemies to lovers, even though they give very much enemies vibes. And they do, get there eventually. But yes, I believe this is mostly a marriage of convenience type of story. But, Christina has a way of pulling you in and making you, just dive in and want more. And by the end of it all, you're satisfied 100%. So I would definitely recommend this one. Now I have downloaded the audiobook, so I've already either read or listened to this a few times since it was published. So, and this one was published this year, as well as the novella collection. They were both published in 2020. I said this year, last year technically, in 2023. There. These were my 4. I love them so much. But yeah, I don't get to read physical books as much as I'd like. I'm more of an ebook reader, simply because it's more convenient for me. And in even more honesty, I'm more of an audiobooker because I can do whatever I need to do while also listening to some of my favorite books without having to put them down. And it's everything. So maybe I'll get to read more than 4. And this is just the 4 physical, independently published, sticking with the theme, independently published Black romance books. So I have read other physical books, just these are the only ones in the Black romance genre, independently published. So I hope you will give these a check out. And once again, if you would like a more in-depth review of either of the books, please let me know in the comments below. I'm more than happy to do it. I love, love, love diving into these things. So if you want a more in-depth review to get a better look at it, get you more interested, just let me know. And I will be more than happy to do that for you guys. Otherwise, thank you so much for spending time with me today. Thank you for clicking on my video. If you liked it, obviously you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe, share if you feel it, and come back for more. Peace.